Well, he's played a young Walt Disney, a kid Tony Danza, and of course, he was Rookie of the Year. But now Thomas Nicholas is taking on a gritty new role in Adverse. Take a look.
You okay? What kind of trouble are you in?
I owe some money. Works for some big drug lord.
You want to blame someone? Then blame her for taking the drugs in the first place. Blame the ones who put the drugs in her hand, but do not blame society for
You're
taking
absolutely right, Dr. Cruz. If you want to make it in this business, then you have to learn to kill.
And Thomas is here with us now. Thomas, good to see you. How are you?
I'm good, Sarah. How are you?
I'm doing good. So listen, you play Ethan in this film. Tell us about him and kind of this world that he gets entangled in.
Ethan is a rideshare driver who discovers his sister is in debt to a dangerous crime syndicate. And so his story was very compelling, and it reminded me of some of the kids that I went to school with. I come from very humble beginnings, and in the in the public school system here in Los Angeles. So I kind of modeled this character after some of the people that I knew. Also, Ethan, we don't talk about it, but he's very clearly not mentally stable. This film is very dark, very dramatic, a very much a character-driven piece, and something very different for what people might know me for previously.
Yeah. You produced this film as well. What do you like being on the other side?
It's a fantastic experience to I guess be acting in the film and also kind of be in charge of it. And I had a great team alongside Brian A. Metcalf was also Kelly Arjun, our other producing partner. So Kelly plays Mia, my sister, and Brian also plays Dante in the film, who works for Mickey Rourke, who of course is the crime syndicate boss.
Yeah.
What else could Mickey Rourke be, right?
You know, Mickey Rourke is so good at being so bad. You know what I mean? Like he plays evil almost too well.
Mickey is a very intense and talented actor, and I certainly was excited and nervous about working with him. But we did the first scene, and he goes off book, and I'm following along with him. So now we're in this like dramatic improv. It's very intense, but I'm just following along, trying to hold my own. And after Brian yelled cut, when eventually he kind of looked at me and he goes, "Hey, I'm Mickey," and I felt like I had earned at least a moment of mutual respect that I had like stayed with, the master.
Yeah, I like that he wasn't going to give it to you right away. You had to earn that.
For sure.
Yeah, and your son is also in the film too, and he's also just got cast in the new M. Night Shyamalan movie, right?
Yeah. Nolan is my son. He's 9, and yes, he plays a small part in Adverse. We got to act together for a brief moment, and yes, they just dropped the 3rd snippet teaser, which is, of course, Nolan's got the first line in the first snippet teaser of Old with M. Night, and now the 3rd. He's in a Lionsgate movie and a Universal film, both going to theaters in 2021. What a big year for him.
Yeah,
I'm only in the Lionsgate one. He's got 2.
He's having a good year. He's having a good year. Well, listen, I mean, hopefully he's lucky enough to have some great roles like you've had, namely Rookie of the Year. I know that you posted on Instagram that people still want balls signed by your character, Henry Rowan Gardner. So like, I feel like there could be a sequel or like a reboot to this film. Has there been any talk about it?
So to answer your question, yes, I've got some signed paraphernalia. I used to do a lot of events. I try to give like cool things, not just like, here, sign a picture. And so in regard to the sequel, I pitched Fox before they were bought by Disney about my son playing my son in the films, sort of not a sequel, but a reboot. But then Disney bought him. So maybe Disney will get it right. I've got to go pitch Disney now.
Well, it's not just acting that keeps you busy. You have a band. You put out a single in December, I think, and in January, right? So,
yeah. I did 4 singles last year. My 5th single, Home Life, just came out. I've got 2 more pinned up for March and April.
What kind of inspires your music? What do you write about?
Well, the the latest song is called Home Life, which is not just about what we've been experiencing, but about what we're going to finally get to and how the world will be different after our home life.
Yeah.
So I really just write from, what I know.
Well, keep on making music and making movies and being proud of your son. Adverse is in select theaters and digital and on demand now. Thanks so much, Thomas, for taking the time.
Yeah. Thank you, Sarah.